How to get a HazMat endorsement.
In this video, we will talk about HazMat endorsement. You will learn what it is, why you may need it, what advantages this endorsement has, and the steps to get it. A commercial driver's license, or CDL, does not automatically grant a driver the authority to haul any load. To be authorized to transport toxic chemicals, for instance, a driver must have a HazMat endorsement from the Transportation Security Administration, or TSA.
What is a HazMat endorsement?
HazMat comes from the term hazardous materials. The DOT defines hazardous materials as any chemical or item that is a risk to public safety or the environment when being transported or moved in commerce. Basically, these are any hazardous or flammable substances. There are several categories of HazMat endorsements, also known as HME. H endorsement is for operating trucks hauling hazardous materials. An N endorsement is for driving trucks hauling tankers. X endorsement for hauling tankers containing over 120 gallons of flammable or hazardous gas. The HazMat endorsement is a special classification attached to a regular CDL, A, B, or C, granting the driver the ability to drive dangerous materials across the state or the country. Once a truck driver has a special endorsement, he or she can then haul those materials.
Why do drivers need a HazMat endorsement?
While these endorsements are not always mandatory, they obviously provide the driver more advantages and job opportunities with the carrier of his or her choice. The endorsement is mandatory if a driver wants to haul HazMat loads. Some drivers do take risks and haul hazardous loads without any endorsement. This gamble may carry a fine of $80,000 per day and up to $200,000 for a deadly outcome.
What advantages do endorsements grant?
Endorsements expand the area of driver's expertise beyond dry van and flatbed and increase his or her value as an employee. Simply put, the additional endorsement makes the driver more employable.
What are the steps to obtain HazMat endorsement?
The process of obtaining an HME includes several assessments by government agencies to make sure that a driver meets the basic requirements. An applicant must be at least 21 years old and have a valid CDL. Only citizens or permanent residents can get an HME. The applicant also needs to present a clean bill of health. A valid DOT medical card is acceptable to do that. Applicants should not have any disqualifying criminal offenses. There is an application that can be filled out online, but in some states, a driver needs to check the process of applying with the local DMV. This application is essentially a background check. Once an application is submitted, the driver needs to visit a TSA application center, bring the required documentation, get fingerprinted, and pay a non-refundable deposit. It can take up to 60 days to get a final decision on the application, but the status of the application can be checked online.
What is the next step?
The next step is a written HME exam at a DMV. The test covers general knowledge of state and federal HazMat regulations along with guidelines. Before going in, an applicant needs to study the hazardous materials chapter in the CDL manual. There are also online practice tests that drivers can take to prepare. Overall, the HazMat endorsement cost ranges from $110 to $150. Every TSA issued HazMat endorsement remains valid for 5 years, after which a driver needs to retake the assessment for HazMat endorsement renewal. In conclusion, getting a HazMat endorsement isn't difficult, assuming you meet the requirements. It's simply a process. If you're interested in getting your HazMat endorsement, make sure you're giving yourself enough time to complete everything correctly. Once you've received your HazMat certification, you may be open to many new truck driving opportunities. Good luck. At HMD Trucking, solo drivers make 64 cents per mile and teams make 81 cents per mile while hauling HazMat loads. These are base rates. In addition, we also offer a safety and productivity bonus along with a competitive compensation package, including medical, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k. Visit our webpage to discover our job offers and to find out more about HazMat endorsements. Links are in the description below.